Okay, I'm going to go through the process of how to make a graph with you. First of all, you'll put your data obviously in the data tables. Make sure that any units that you have only go in the headings, like this. You cannot put a unit next to a number all the way down, because then the Google Sheet will treat that number as just a label rather than a number. It won't be able to do math with it. So click somewhere that's not in the boxes at all. You always are going to tell Google Sheets where you want on the X and Y axis rather than kind of letting it pick for you. So first you're going to go to Insert and you're going to go to Chart. And the only kind of chart we're going to use is Scatter. So you're going to switch that over to Scatter. Again, make sure that there's nothing here. If there is, delete it, click in another empty spot and start again. For Add X-Axis, you're going to click that. Sometimes you'll get a little foursquare thing that shows up like this that you'll have to click. If not, you just click on the data range you want on the X-axis. In this case, I want time, so I'm going to pick those. If you find it easier, you could just type A2:A5 rather than highlighting. Then you're going to go to Add Series. You'll have to click on this little foursquare button. And I want the distance on the Y-axis. Again, if you find it easier, you could just do that. Right, so then you're going to get data, something along those lines. And next you're going to go to Customize in order to put titles and labels. The chart title is always Y-axis versus X-axis, so the order here is important. It is distance versus time, not time versus distance. You do not need units in the title. On the horizontal axis, you do need the label with the unit. So that was time on that axis. As you can see, these numbers go up to 16, just like my time data. The vertical axis is distance, which is in meters. All right, next thing you're going to do is come down here to Series, and you can do a trend line if you'd like. So in this case, my data is linear, so I'm going to click Trend Line. Notice I want it to be linear. There are some other choices. Polynomial would allow you to do like a quadratic if you needed to, but that is not what I want to do. So I'm going to switch that to linear. Very importantly, for the label, you need to click Use Equation. Otherwise, all you have is a line of best fit, but I want to see the actual equation of my line. You can certainly click on Show R Squared. You should have an understanding of what that means. The R squared value tells you how good or not good your data fit is. The closer to 1, the better. Again, we only use a line of best fit if the data is in fact linear. Never put a line of best fit in data that is not linear.